Chaos, absolute chaos.
It's men, we can't multitask.
Let's go get the tree.
We could compromise on 8.
Girl math. Time, literally singing in the Mariah Carey song, but it is time to decorate the house for Christmas for the first time. I'm so excited. So I'm back from New York. Hopefully you guys are caught up on the New York vlog now, and we're coming back with the home cozy vlogs, decorating, getting into the Christmas festive spirit. I actually already have a tree up in the dining room. You may have seen it over on my home account. I worked with Next, and the tree is actually an artificial one from them, but we're going to get a real tree for the living room. So we're going to have 2 trees. I was honestly thinking about having 3, but I do have it's like a pine white snowy tree that I'm not going to decorate, but it's already kind of decorated from Cox and Cox that I think I'm going to put in at the study. So it's time to get a hot chocolate, get a cup of tea, get a glass of wine, and get in the festive spirit with me. But before we get into decorating for Christmas, I'm actually currently in the process of styling our second guest bedroom. This room has been a little bit dormant for a while, and we're hosting everyone for Christmas, so it is time to sort that bedroom out. I've ordered a new bed, I've ordered a new mattress, a mattress topper and pillows from Emma Sleep. I've actually got their mattress in our bedroom, I love it, and I've got the mattress in here, and now I've got another one for the guest room because they're honestly so good. And they currently have a Black Friday offer on, which is such a good saving. So if you're a homebody like me and you want to invest in your home, this is the perfect time to do it. You can get an extra 5% off the current saving, which is up to 65% off with my code. So I'm going to leave it on the screen. I believe it's only valid for a short period of time, or it could even only be valid for 1 day. I'll leave all the T's and C's on the screen and also down below. Of course, I'm going to be showing you the mattress, the topper, the pillows, and everything I've got to make the guest room really cozy and snuggly for when my family come and stay as well. So I'm going to show you where I'm at with that. So we've emptied a lot out of this guest bedroom, and as you can see, it is very empty, waiting for the bed to arrive. I'm going to move this. This was from the old apartment. If you remember, this was in actually my office on the back wall. So I need to find a home for this because I just don't think it's going to look right in this room. I think it would work quite nice to put the mirror, or maybe like a bigger mirror here. Or we were thinking maybe to like do like a hanging rail, so when people come they can put their stuff somewhere, because currently we're using this cupboard. I still need to change the handles on this wardrobe, but you can hear it's very echoey in here without the furniture. And then I've got this rug. This is actually from H&M Home, and I have to say it is so soft and bouncy. It is such a lovely rug, and I wanted to bring in some like deeper, richer tones. So this is like a brown hues going through it, which I thought would be quite nice, and this kind of like knotted effect, just to bring in a little bit of texture. And then this side here, this is the old mirror. You would have recognized this from, again, my old office. I've had this for years. My mum brought it me as a little girl, and it was silver, and I actually repainted it gold, but it's just one of those pieces that I'm going to forever keep in the home. Then these drawers are actually Olivia's. We had these in our bedroom in the old place. They're so beautiful. I absolutely love the color of these and the gold details. And then on top I've just got a little bit of like bits and bobs decor, but this is going to be completely changing. And add some Christmas decks and whatnot here. I've also got a basket that's going to be going down somewhere, and just make it feel a lot more homely, because this room eventually, hopefully, will be for a child in the future. So we've said like we don't want to invest a lot of money into this room because it is just going to act as a guest room for now. I would have loved to have made this a reformer Pilates little studio for me, and a little workout area, and do a reformer bed and a mirror and whatnot in here, but because we've got so much going on around Christmas and people visiting, and our home is kind of like the hub. When my family come, we just realized we needed the second guest room for now. So the bed is going to go here on this wall. We think it's best, and do 2 bedside tables. We're going to figure out this little nook here, maybe do like a hanging rail or like some hooks, or maybe move the mirror over there. We'll see, because I feel like it needs to kind of open up the room in this corner. Change the handles on this. We're just probably going to keep the cupboard as it is for now, and then see how it looks once the bed arrives. The bed has arrived. I absolutely love the headboard. It's looking a little bit lost, obviously, against the plain wall, and it's not dressed at all, but Chris actually put this together himself, which was very impressive, but you can't really see it because this room is a little bit smaller, but it has this beautiful edge going through at the bottom of it and around it, and this colour wood is beautiful. And then I've put the new Emma mattress on top. This is the cooling mattress. It has the cooling layer, and it is honestly so soft. It's beautiful quality. We've got this one in our bedroom and I've had no regrets. The fact that you can save on something like this over Black Friday is definitely pieces that I would be looking to save my money on. And this is the double side. I also got the Emma microfiber pillows. I got 4 of these to properly dress the bed. Again, I have these on our bed, so I'm gonna start dressing the bed. I've got the pillows, I've got the mattress, and I also got from Emma the flip topper to go on the mattress in here, so it's going to be extra soft. So I'm going to get this out, unravel it, and show it you on the bed and start making it up. So this is the flip topper, which honestly is genius. It has a firmer side and a softer side. As you can see, this is looking a little bit blue, and then this is the softer side. So you can literally flip the top of your mattress to how you want to have it for your preference. It also gives old life to your old mattress. So say if you have obviously your older mattress underneath, and it gives you that extra bounce on top of your mattress as well. So I think this is a great shout if you are looking at using the discount code to get this. If you didn't want to buy a whole new mattress, then the topper and especially the pillows are my favorites. So the bed is made. I went for this like chocolate brown duvet set from H&M. It needs a steam. I've just been using the Lenore decreaser on it for now, but this is obviously just quickly putting it together. I need to get some more cushions, so hence another excuse to go to the home shops. I've just got this one at the minute. I got this in the summer from Home Barn. It's just quite like a rustic cushion. It adds a little bit of texture, and then I also brought in that kind of vibe with this little throw that I got from HomeSense, and the one underneath it I believe is IKEA. So just mixing in some like deeper tones here. Obviously this room is completely just like a white wall washout at the minute, so it needs some love, which I will be doing the rest of this week. So all of this styling and making over this bedroom will be in a separate video, but I obviously just wanted to show you the new beautiful bed, the mattress, the topper, and I've just very quickly dressed it so you can see it put together. But it's going to be really nice to have this project and work on it and get this room all decorated and styled before Christmas. So we're just debating where to put the Christmas tree in here. We're thinking to move this sideboard up and move this pot to the other side of the room and do the Christmas tree here in the corner, because that's where we're going to be able to see it most. Then the bench is actually being made this Saturday finally, and I've ordered bespoke cushion for it. So this is all going to start to be dressed with a blind, but I'm thinking the tree will work quite well here in this corner. So we've just spent a few hours in the garage getting all the Christmas decks back out. I've got all the lights here, which I don't want to touch because Chris obviously put them all back perfectly. But these are some of the old baubles that we had from last year that we'll reuse. I love this little nutcracker that we've got. We've got some ribbons in here. So there's loads of little pieces that I can reutilize, and I actually just went to Tesco this morning and I found these, so I've just put them in with all the rest of the baubles. These kind of like darker glittery textured baubles. I'm going to go for like a wild woodland theme this year, so I will be adding some of these kind of like golder textures. These are quite similar from last year as well, and like the bronzes, deeper brown tones. I just kind of want to bring the outdoors in, so I'll put some pictures on the screen of the inspo that I've taken it from in terms of like the wild woodland theme. But pieces like this will work great, like the little robin in gold and kind of like the wooden little decorations we've got as well. And then I think in the other tree, I'm gonna do red velvet ribbons kind of like washed down the tree. This is so cute. This was from last year when we got engaged in Central Park. We also have one here, which I believe is when we first moved into the apartment. I'm trying to find it, but I've got this one that my friend Chloe got me, best friends, which is very sweet, with a little ribbon. I can't find it now, but there's one in here. We always have one from each year, like a little memory of what that Christmas meant. So I love putting those on the tree as well, because it's such a lovely little touch. And I've got a few more of these little robins. So I've got a few pieces to go off, and then I'm gonna be ordering some more. I've got some of these bows as well, but I have actually got another box of decorations because I did a massive H&M order, which I'd have shown actually in one of my recent vlogs. I got some bows and some little bits from that as well. So this is a base. I've also got another tub underneath of decor as well to work with, so we should be okay, and then add little new bits here and there. But with the decorations, I just started to get some of the boxes out, and I found this, which is what I used a lot for our Christmas decks last year, and I've still got some lovely leftover ribbon, like the Cox and Cox one, the Merry Christmas. I'm going to order some more of their gifting stuff because it's so beautiful, but I saw a lot of it is already out of stock. There's some ribbon in here, there's some gold ribbon that I'm going to be using, and I also kept a lot of foliage. So with this foliage, I'm going to start putting it into the garland. We actually have an old garland, we've had it for years from M&S, but I want to add that wild feel to it and just fill it out a little bit more. So I thought these are going to be perfect just to kind of stem into it and kind of make it look a little bit more bushy, wild, have a bit more texture. So this is definitely a better sustainable way to reuse decor from last year that I used for like gifting and wrapping to put into the garland this year. And voila, the mantelpiece is coming together. So the theme this year, like I said, is like wild woodland. So I've added pieces from the outdoors in, I've added extra foliage, I've added acorns, dried oranges, candles, little houses. There's little like berries in the garland already intertwined. So I'm going to show you up close and how I created this. I've also just got this print on the TV for now. We have ordered the frame, which should be coming at the end of this week. So I'm not sure if it'll be in this vlog. If not, it'll be next. I went for like a gold ornate vintage style frame, so I think it's going to make such a difference. But I'm going to bring you in closer so you can probably see. I'm not sure why the TV keeps turning off, so if the frame goes off, then there we go. But this garland I've actually had now for years. You can see where I've added the extra foliage like this twined into it, but you can see it already has the kind of like berries and little details going through it. And then of course I've added the stockings, which I'll share with you, and little details like this velvet ribbon that I already had. This was actually from a gift that I was given, and I kept it because I thought during Christmas time this could look really cute, and I feel like it works perfectly on here. And adding in a little bit more texture with the velvet, because I'm going to be using a lot of velvet ribbon throughout the decor. Then I also have these little houses. Now, if I believe right, this is actually old from, it's either from M&S, John Lewis, or Next, but as the actual inside of it, which lights up, is broke, but I thought it still works quite nice on here. The longer candlesticks, and these bases are the ones from the Fired Earth collection from M&S. But you can see I've basically got these foliage branches like I showed before, and I had these left over from last year and they've just kept, and I literally just stick it into the garland into different places and have them kind of on a diagonal. So some are going this way, some are going that way, so you can see it adds a little bit more depth. And then in the middle I needed to fill it out, so I put some branches that you can see sticking out here coming forward, just so it makes it look a little bit more wild and misled. And then this foliage you can see is a little bit different, it's a bit more dried. And then I've added some acorns in here, I've added some dried oranges. It just again gives it a little bit more of that outdoorsy feel, and I didn't want to have a really big, thick and bushy garland, so it was actually better doing it this way and kind of just DIYing it myself. There's some pieces obviously that I need to make sure are secure, like this little orange. This was another one of the houses. Again, this one actually does light up, but I cannot remember for the life of me where I got this from, so I'm very sorry, but I will link similar anyway because there's so many online at the minute. As for the stockings, this was from last year. It was from Sewn. She has gorgeous handmade ones. I love the frill, the neutral colour of it. And then I've layered over the top, as you can see, with the bow and adding in the green details. This is actually from Autumn Home. Now, she does beautiful homemade decorations. I've actually just ordered a bespoke cushion from her, which is going to be going on the bench, which is going to look great. And these are some of her prints. She has some gorgeous ones. So there's a little one, and there's actually a little chocolate inside here that she's put, which is very sweet. So we said this is Bailey's little stocking. We'll put some treats in here for her. She kindly gifted me the bigger size. As you can see, this is a little bit bigger than this one. So I wanted it to look uneven. So I've done 2 on this side and then 1 and a smaller one here. I just don't like when everything looks 100% symmetrical. So I've layered these 2 on top of each other. And then this is actually from Neom, and it's a diffuser. So you can put it on your tree. It's a little bauble, but I thought it looked quite cute, just kind of layered over the top. Or I might even like hang it from here so it droops a little bit lower. But the fact it's a little diffuser obviously means it smells nice, and it just adds a little bit something to the mantelpiece as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this has turned out. It is kind of what I envisioned from the vision boards and kind of inspo I took as well from Pinterest. But this is going to look so much more complete when we've got the frame around the TV and we've actually got the fire here in the fireplace. I've just put a bunch of candles in there now just to give it that cozy feel. I've got the logs in this truck that's from Next Home, and then I also brought this basket out as well, which just kind of fills out the fireplace here. I also found these candles in Tesco, which are a complete dupe of the Winter Company style ones. They had a smaller one at this size and actually a bigger one, but I picked up this one. I need to obviously take the tag off. I believe it was like £15 or something, don't quote me, but it smells really nice, and I'm going to put it in our glass chamber we've got here that my friend got me from the White Company. I just need to give it a clean from the inside, as you can see from where the last candle was burning in there. But I thought this works quite great. And then I've also got these little houses that I repurposed from last year as well. These, again, I cannot remember where they're from, guys. I'm very sorry, but these are just little tea light holders. I've already put a tea light in here, and I thought we'll add a little bit of layer of lighting on the table here. Neom also kindly gifted me the candles from the new Christmas collection. This is the Cozy Nights one with this brown kind of metallic glassware, which is beautiful. And then this is the Christmas Wish one. So they both have different scents to them. They're not my usual scents that I would go for, but I'm obviously going to burn it, see how it smells within the room. I think I'm going to style one on the sideboard, maybe one on the table, or even on the shelves that we've got, but these are definitely going to be burnt over Christmas time. I've then also found this big wreath that I got last year from Cox & Cox, because we thought we were moving into the house and we obviously didn't, but I got the massive one. Obviously this needs kind of like pulling out and stuff because I just got it out of the box, and I put a ribbon around it last year where I hung it, but I'm thinking this could work on the front door. I just want to add maybe some velvet ribbon and some other little bits like intertwined through it to make it my own. But it is quite big, but I've just tested it against the front door and it does work.
Having the best of luck today, are you?
No, I'm not having the best of luck this week. Guys, I'm not sure where I last vlogged. I think it was when I was putting some of the decks up, but basically it's a few days later because the car broke down, the tyre went, and that was the day we were meant to go get the Christmas tree. And obviously I was meant to go to the shops and get all the decks and everything, but luck has not been on our side this week, and it's now 2 days later we've managed to finally sort the tyre, obviously, because we're in the car, and we're just going to go get the Christmas tree this morning. We like to kind of like make a day out of it, but because I've got deadlines and whatnot going on with this time of year, we're basically having to, isn't it straight?
Yeah.
It's on the wrong way. Chaos. Absolute chaos.
It's men, we can't multitask. I was listening to you speak and I was not paying attention. Anyway.
Probably ready to auto-correct me. We are now going to go get the Christmas tree this morning so we can put that up, and obviously time is under pressure right now, so we're hoping we can get it all sorted this morning, and then I can just kind of like take the reign and go to the shops, get all the decks, and just start to get the house prepped, because like I said, the house is a lot bigger than what we were in before. Obviously we were in an apartment, so there's so much more to decorate and get. So we're doing the real tree in the living room where I showed you, and then we've got the artificial one in the dining room, which I'm thinking of doing like a dripped bow design on that, and then we've got a snowy one from Cox & Cox in at the study, and then I think I'll just do like a little one upstairs in the bedroom. And then obviously there's garlands and wreaths and stuff I've got to sort, so I want to go to our local florist and get some nice foliage. Lots of little bits and bobs to do with our house, and obviously get the wreath up and decorate that. Oh yeah, there's some trees there. We could go. So we're just on the way to the gardening club now, so we can pick up our tree, which is very exciting. Normally obviously we do it over a weekend and make a day of it, but today we're just gonna at least get it up, and then when Chris is back later we can start decorating it together and have a hot chocolate and put on Christmas songs and do a few of our little traditions. So this is going to be the kind of prepping for Christmas, and I'm probably going to have to split this into 2 vlogs, so we'll see how we go. Oh my god, there's so many Christmas trees. Oh, that's cute for kids, isn't it? Yeah. Let's go get the tree. Go for the 8-foot one, which I think is definitely going to work. Although looking at that one, that looks fuller at the top. See, this one here.
That's a nice shape.
Not that one.
This is the one that I said I like.
I think this one.
It's literally more than double your height.
Made a compromise. Chris wanted the 7, I wanted the 9, so we're going to go for the 8 and just hope it looks right. I don't know if it's going to be tall enough.
Let's assess how the compromise went. I wanted a 7, Chloe wanted an 8.
No, a 9.
No, I wanted a 7, Chloe wanted an 8. So in order to get the 8, Chloe said, I now want a 9, so that we could compromise on 8.
It's girl math. Finally made a decision, and we've got a Christmas tree. Don't know how we got it in the car, but we went for the 8-foot one in the end, and it took us a while. The poor guy at the Christmas tree shop was probably sick of us.
It took us a while.
Well, I just wanted to make sure we had a good one, a bushy one,
we looked at
equal.
30 trees. In Clapham we looked at 2 trees and go, which one? Alright, that one. 30 we looked at. Because
we had more option here. You're opening the floodgates to more option. This is making me look really pale.
Also, half the price.
Yeah, it's half the price here, which is a positive. So we're gonna go get our tree in the house now, put the lights on it, and then I'll go to the shops and get the decks. Lost the light now, but the tree is up. It is literally touching the ceiling, and there was me saying, no, let's go for the 9-foot. So thank God we compromised and we went with the 8-foot. So obviously it's all bunched up at the minute. We need to pull all of the twigs down, put all the lights on, properly dress it. It's a little bit wonky at the bottom, which we need to sort out. It's going to look so nice as well when this bench is made this weekend and this is all dressed with the tree here. So we've just pushed the sideboard across for now, and then we're going to start decorating this tonight, which will be in Sunday's vlog. But for now, I've got some other decorations to show you. I've got some lights and garlands and stuff that have come, so we're gonna put those up. So I actually got this wreath a few weeks ago from Sainsbury's. I need to steam the bow because it's got a little bit squiff. I thought this was actually a really good wreath to work with. Put it in the window. Lovely idea. So we've got the 2 big Georgian windows at the front of the house. So I'm gonna put one in here in the dining room, and then I'll get another one, hopefully if I can get my hands on it, in the study as well. So I'm gonna hook it There we go. I've flattened out the bow and I've hooked it inside the window because we've got double glazed windows. I think the wreath in the window hooked on like this is such a lovely little touch. So I'm definitely going to get another one for the study. And you can see here the glistening of the tree here in the dining room, which I'm going to start to put the bows on that I've got from Amazon, which I'll show you. This is the one that we got from Next Home. It's not really picking up too well on camera. I've started to put these crimson kind of red bows draped down it and give this like waterfall effect. So I'm going to keep going, see how it looks, and then I'll also add in some kind of different baubles or maybe like felt decorations within this tree and have this more of like a deeper red. So definitely going to be playing around with this over the weekend and getting some decks and seeing how this is going to look. But I thought I'd just show you for now. So these are the garlands that I ordered from Amazon. They are obviously artificial and you can kind of pull them out the branches. As you can see, I need to go through them, but I got 2 of them. I just quickly rested it here on the stairway to see how they're going to look. But I think if I double them up to make them thicker, it would work quite well on here. And then I'll add in extra little bits and bobs like I did with the garland on the mantelpiece in the living room. And then I've also ordered some cowbells, so I can attach like the cowbells going down here with some ribbon. So I'm going to add different textures to it. But I also come up with the idea, I've been seeing this go around that you can get this rod and do it with. So I'm going to see if I can get the rod. Otherwise, I might order another one of these and maybe decorate and accentuate this arch, which I think could look really cool. I love that arch. I've been mirroring them throughout the house. So I think to make a feature of it could be really pretty. So I'm going to intertwine these. I've got the lights as well from Amazon. Put them along here with the ribbon and then maybe add some like acorns and oranges. I'm going to go to our local florist and see what I can find. I'll probably end up making a few trips. But I'm going to see how this starts to look.
Coming on Christmas, we're putting up the trees, stringing lights and mistletoe for all the world to see. Deck the halls and jingle bells playing on the radio, but there's a sense of purpose missing everywhere we go. Seems all the love that comes with Christmas is somehow dead and gone.
So I think I'm going to completely redo this because I realised I did it wrong. I should have intertwined them both together and then attached it all with the wires, because it's kind of like this copper string that would have tied it together, because I did one on this side of the banister and then one down the side, which kind of led it all up here. But ignore the fact that the lights are obviously all dangling at the minute. I would need to sort them out, but I purposely haven't done it because I think I'm just going to redo it, which is just the perfectionist in me, because you can see too much of the banister. I want this to be full. And then obviously I've just tested it out real quick to see how it would look with a bow. I'm going to make this a lot bigger and have it come in draped with cowbells down here, and then obviously hide the wire. So I think I'm going to redo this over the weekend, but I just wanted to initially see what it looked like on here. But I think these garlands are actually really good with the lights that obviously I've brought separately. I made it myself, but you can see how it's kind of hanging a knot and it makes it go outwards rather than up. So yeah, I'm going to redo it, intertwine them, but it's starting to look like Christmas around here.
We've put an X where Christ began. What could be more wrong? I can't help but wonder as someone
just put the fire on, got myself a cup of tea and just having a little bit of a break before I start with the rest of the house. My hair is not playing ball today, so I've just kind of put it back in a clip. I'm just hoping for the best, but I want to get hopefully the stair garland done, unbox some of my new packages that I've got from Pookie Lighting, and I've just put the tree up in here from Cox & Cox. It works perfectly because we actually got these last year and obviously they didn't fit in our old apartment, but because this room is green, I feel like a Christmas tree wouldn't work in here. So the fact that it's like a snowy thinner tree, it works in contrast against the green walls. So I'll show it you a little bit more in detail. So we do actually have two of these. This is the large one, and then we have a smaller one. So they're meant to sit together, and I thought they work quite well up this corner. But for some reason I can't find the base for the other one, so I've just put this one up for now. But like I said, it contrasts quite well because it's got the snowy branches to it. It works well against the green walls, but it feels so cozy in here. I'm going to change some of these branches as well from the autumnal ones, and just do a little bit of decor in here. I don't want to go too crazy. I've also put a little deer up here that I had from Next Home, if you can see in the corner. And my cleaners are so sweet. They got me some lilies for my birthday, and they've actually lasted really well. I just need to change the water. So I was actually thinking, do I put a garland on here? Because it's such a beautiful mantelpiece. So I have actually ordered one from the White Company. I managed to get it with the Cyber Week saving, which is 20% off, by the way. So I'll put that down below anyway for you guys if you are interested in getting it, because it's always a good time whilst you can save a little bit of money on it. So I have brought a garland to see how it's going to look. Obviously Rome wasn't built in a day, so slowly I will do the house this week. Like I said, this will be in 2 vlogs, so I haven't got everything ordered yet and not everything's come, so just getting there bit by bit. Chris comes back, I'm going to get cracking with the rest of the house. I've just had some samples actually arrive for the stair runner, and we're also going to be getting a carpet installed upstairs. So I picked some of these. I definitely not going to go for that one, but I think maybe this kind of like lighter colour would work quite nicely on the stairs. So having a lovely runner and then gold rods going across as well to properly dress it, and then also have carpet upstairs just to give it that definition of upstairs being a bit more cozy and homely. And I think this is just going to work so well because we're going to be changing all the floors downstairs anyway. So we thought if we carpet upstairs, this could be quite nice. So we're maybe going to go for this. We're getting someone to come and measure it all up, hopefully this week or next. So that's another project we're going to be working on. And then as you can see underneath, I've got a few boxes here from Pookie because I've made another order. I loved the lights so much that I've got 2 more, and also the lampshades for upstairs. So I'm going to unbox these and show you. These are the lamps that are rechargeable. I've got one here in the study. Let me unpackage this so you can see, and it's gorgeous gold antique brass. And then I went for 2 different lampshades. So it comes with the bauble, and then obviously this is the recharging plug and wire for it. I went with this black print, which I thought would add a little bit of kind of just a little bit deeper colours maybe in the living room. And then I also got another one. I got this one in the green. I believe this is the candy stripe. And I just honestly love these. I think these are going to look great on the table in the dining room when like hosting Christmas, family and friends over the festive period as well, to dress the table with. But I think I'm going to put one upstairs and one in the living room. I'm definitely going to play around with these shelves and update them, because we're going to be getting the cabinet here underneath. So it's going to be an extra shelf and a cabinet all fitted next week, along with a bench, which is very exciting. I've been waiting so long for it. So I just haven't really kind of touched these shelves, hence why there's like no books here. So this is going to have a whole rejig. It's going to look very cute and festive. I might put like a little wreath in here maybe, but I just tested it out and I put the Pookie lamp up on here and it works so well. You can have the 3 different settings. I've just put the green one here to add a little bit colour and bring in the green of obviously the Christmas tree. And then this is the other light that I've just put on at the dining table for now. Okay, so I'm heading back out. I'm not going to the shops. I don't have time, but I'm going to go to our local florist and get some kind of like Christmassy, festive bouquets made up, because I want one for the dining room table and just kind of dotted around the house to add some foliage, and maybe upstairs as well in the hallway. And they do some lovely bunches there, so hopefully I can find some nice foliage and get some made up. That's my next port. I got back and I got a bunch of different foliages. I went a bit wild. There was so much to choose from, and I'll probably definitely be going back, but I got all these different berries, eucalyptus. I got another bunch, which is these stems that I'm going to put in a vase upstairs in the hallway, and then loads of different foliages that I can put within the garlands as well. So I got quite a bit from the florist. So I'm going to have a play around with this. It's probably going to take me a few days. Like I said, Rome was not built in a day, but I'm going to leave the vlog off here. I feel like it's been going on for a while. I've been prepping the house, and then full decks will be in full force in the next vlog. So make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.